What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Facebook, what's up? Lena is currently on the phone with her mother. And when she gets done with that, she will join us. For those that saw the post today, Alina had surgery earlier. She had some uterine polyps removed. She's doing really good. I was expecting her to be a little bit sore tonight. She is not, which is fantastic. So, hope everybody had a good week. Um, we've We've been busy. We've been trying to do what we do. And I had to work a bunch this week, so tired. Just waiting for some people to jump in. If you have not done the giveaway sign up, it is still live. We'll probably let that run until Sunday, and then we'll do the video on it and see who wins the protos. Let's see here. So we got that set up. Got that set up. I know that Blade West is going on this weekend, so I'm sure there's going to be some people that are doing that, which kind of jealous. Wish I was going, but fun I get to have is next weekend. So, what's up, Marco? Hope you're doing well, sir. And Marco, have you signed up for the Proto Knife giveaway yet? Trying to find the URL. Let's do it this way. Open a messenger. Yes, sir. It was. Yeah, of course, man. What's up, Brian? Steven, what's up, man? There's what I was looking for. All right. So, if anybody has not signed up for the free Proto Knife Here is the URL. What's up, T? Slorkin. What does Slorkin mean? No, we're probably going to do the drawing on Sunday. Um, Sunday, I don't know if we'll go live at our normal time. Maybe a little bit later because the Packers have a game at 3:25. So we might go a couple towns over to watch it. But we'll for sure either way go live on Sunday, and then we'll do the giveaway drawing on Sunday because we're going to be in Virginia next weekend. So there will be no lives next weekend. We got to give it a definition. Slorkin. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. You got me on that one. I'm sure that word already exists. Maybe it doesn't. It's wanting to say Sorkin. Hmm. We all know who's going to win. Well, there's two of them. So we're going to have two winners. Uh, it's gonna. It's gonna be me. That's funny. Obviously, I know I have terrible singing, but it's still funny. I'm wondering, can I just do it this way? Well, that's not it. Yeah, I do it the hard way. Of course I do. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, dog's going crazy. So, where did it go? Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. There it is. That's my view. So we got, let's see here. Got 40 people that have signed up so far. Oh, nice. Good job, Steven. Uh, not too bad. Everybody's got pretty good odds. Those that have ordered a shirt or you have a shirt coming to you, they came in this week. So hopefully they'll get printed next week and then they'll go out the week after. So hopefully that's the plan. But they're like super, super soft. I mean, obviously soft style. So hopefully everybody likes them. I accidentally ordered myself an extra shirt. So what's up, Jurgen? Or Jurgen? Sorry if I missaid your name. It's probably Jurgen, but reading it real quick. Yeah, they're super soft. I'm here just don't get fired. All right, shit, what's his name? Dude from the Seahawks. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Dude like Skittles. Holy hell. 50 on the block. Oh, 5-0 on the block. Fabo. Marshawn Lynch, East Mode. Couldn't remember his name for whatever reason. But yeah, that press that he did for the Super Bowl, I'm just here so I don't get I think he said so I don't get fined, but good reference. So as I'm sure some of y'all seen, Alina had surgery today. She had uterine polyps removed. It went well. She's healing up just fine. She's actually on the phone with her mom right now. And she'll when she gets done with that, she'll be in here. But they're thinking that we'll be able to do the transfer sometime in November. So that's fun. I don't mince words. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he said fined or fired, but I remember the press conference because it was hilarious. Happy 10-4. That's hilarious. May need to take my knife apart and clean it. It's been a little while. Apex Arc. Get fired for real. The boss is here. Telling everybody about your surgery.
Super fun.
Keeps on showing that somebody's popping in and out of the live on Facebook, but I can't tell who it is. Chris is gonna.
For what?
I don't know. Well, when she came in, she was like, "I'm just here so I don't get fired." The Marshawn Lynch press conference for the Super Bowl. I can't remember if it was fired or fined, and she corrected me. So. We get to go clothes shopping tomorrow. Super happy about it. You can tell. It's just the bat.
Ooh.
We have a wedding that we're going to next weekend. So we gotta look all fancy and pretty and all that shit.
Mhm.
All that dumb shit. Sarcasm? What do you mean? I'm great at hiding sarcasm. Luckily, I don't have to get a whole lot of things. But it may be a little bit pricey for the few things that I do need. And she needs a dress.
Yeah.
Because she can't wear one of the ones that she already has.
I need something like a little bit nicer, but not too nice. Hey, Brian.
Wear the lace one that you wore over to Kirk's.
I don't want to wear that.
It's a nice dress.
Hey, Paul.
It's a cocktail / nice dress. But see, here's the part that you're not willing to tell anybody. Hey, Alicia, I hope you're doing better. You see, she was in the hospital.
I did.
Here's the part that Alina doesn't want to tell anybody. She could wear one of her dresses that she already has, but she would really like to get another one. I see you. I see.
I mean, I can wear one of the dresses I already have. Then
I'm messing with you. Calm down. Don't let the anesthesia monster out.
I have one. I don't know even know if it fits right anymore, but
Well, I still got to look at the blazer / blazers that I may or may not own. Hey, what's up, Dad? Tested today. Yeah, it gets a little iffy when you start having to argue with schools about tardiness, because it's like,
yeah.
We know you get paid per child. Mm,
Oh, that's why they get upset about.
I know. I get it, ish, but I hope your back's doing okay, Dad. What about? Oh. Yeah, so we left the house at 7, got to the place about 8. They had her back by 9:30.
It was like 9:45.
Well, you told me we're doing this at around 9:45.
Yeah, I was going back at that time.
So we'll say, just for all intents and purposes, that they actually wheeled you back around 10. She got done about 30 minutes later. Hey, Rose, hopefully you're doing okay. And she messaged me about 10:45, and then I went back. Just better rip it back. I went back and helped her get dressed and all that fun stuff. So, how you feeling, Rose? Have they let you out of the hospital yet?
Yeah, she's back home now.
I didn't know. I haven't seen it. That's the question. Um, and then after that, we went and ate lunch, and then ran some errands, went to a bunch of places to try and find some clothes, to no avail. So tomorrow we'll go to Alabama and try and see if we can find some stuff. And Falk, before you say anything, yes, I'm gonna message Dopey, because I know every single time that we go down to Alabama that I don't message Dopey, he gets really mad and upset. I'm gonna message him. Hopefully, we can meet up, meet his girlfriend if she exists. I don't know. No judgment. and hopefully get some knives in his hands so he can do some anodizing. So, sent email, one opinion. Okay,
Yeah, Rose says she's home. I agree.
that's good, Rose. I'm glad you're feeling better. So what's your opinion? What is Popey? I didn't say Popey. I said dopey. Or you saying what is dopey? So what are you want an opinion of? Tea composition, the technique, the medium, or the media? Medium. Spooky ghost. The writing, the color choices. What am I critiquing?
He'll probably just be like, yeah.
Do it. Oh, it looks good. Um, I think the different techniques used work really well, especially to accentuate the highlights. Um, the writing looks pretty good. Like, good job, man. If you haven't seen Popey, you're missing out. Well, no, I don't know of Popey. What is this story that I have yet to hear? Or was it a story that was done in the secret chat that I'm not a part of? 'Cause I might have missed it. But you're here now. You just tell me. I mean, that's not a very great story. No, it's in Street Goon. Okay. Have a good night, Rose. Zach has the photo. Okay. Rather called Dopey Poppy. Tommy. Oh, I saw everybody saying congrats to him that he finally hit adulthood, which I don't know if like what that entailed, but I was like, okay, cool. Oh. Hey, Bob. My uncle and my dad are watching. That's pretty cool.
Well, since there's one person watching on Facebook.
So Bob probably jumped in and then left. Hi, Uncle Bob. Bye, Uncle Bob. Uh, I don't know if anybody has heard about it or seen it yet, or is even into this band. But big things are happening with 3 Days Grace, which makes me very excited. They're gonna have two lead singers, which is an odd choice, but we'll see how this turns out. Cotton,
Mm-hmm.
bold choice. We'll see how this turns out.
Anyway.
Um, but they did a teaser to where um, whether they're working on a sequel to the 1X CD that they did early 2000s, or if they just meant we're gonna have two lead singers. But they did 3 Days Grace 2X, and I was like, oh, because 1X is still one of the greatest CDs in my opinion that they've ever done. Uh, can you guys chill out? Go lay down. Go lay down. Jeebus. Needy dog. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Uh, I. Anyways, I gotta clean do mom stuff. I mean, but do you have to do it right now? Stop sounding like a I like music. What can I say? As far as the new Linkin Park goes, I wasn't a huge fan of them picking Emily to begin with. Um, I like. I know of Dead Sarah. They have one song. It's really good. That's all they did in like 15 years. It was only one song that anybody knew by them. And I still really like the song. I thought the other girl that they sang with, and she has a band in New Zealand, I think it is, um, sounded better. With that being said, Emptiness Machine, garbage song. Her voice did not lend it any favors. Heavy as the Crown, pretty not bad. And I'm really curious to see how their CD that comes out next month is going to sound, because they've done Chester's or Linkin Park with Chester, and then they did the artsy couple of CDs where they were playing with their sound and trying to figure out what they were doing, even though you already had the formula for success. Trying to be artsy. For me, it didn't work. And so I don't know if they're going to try and take that to a different level with Emily, or try and repackage Faint and Meteora with Emily, or something completely different. So, yeah. But Heavy as the Crown was really good. It worked really well with her voice. Not saying she's not talented. It's not what I'm saying at all. But I don't necessarily know that the band was right for her, or the band sound was right for her. What I should say. But she's very talented.
Hey, Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan?
Wait, maybe did they send a request or something?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Hello. I'm a firm believer that some bands just shouldn't continue sometimes. Have a good one, T. Uh, I mean, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Look at 3 Days of Grace. Um, it took. Give me 1 second. Okay. So 3 Days of Grace. They had Adam. He left the band. They got. I forget what his name is. The lead singer from My Darkest Days to fill in. First CD that they did, meh. But after that, he kind of got his stride, and it felt like 3 Days of Grace again. With having both of them, like, I'm expecting to get my socks blown off. Stone Temple Pilots, amazing, still really good, if not better, with Chester. Drowning Pool has had like 4 lead singers, and now they're back to the third one. Number 3, dude from Soil. He worked really well with Drowning Pool. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm not gonna bash Emily in Linkin Park from 2 songs. I need some time. I need some substance to judge. The newest lead singer of SVP, first, I had no idea how they were going to be, and like they're pretty good. Okay, not that it's bad, it's just not Linkin Park. Yeah, and I know, um, but there's arguments to both sides whether you keep the name that everybody knows for the last 25 years or you change it and go in a different direction. Pros and cons to both sides. If I have an established brand, I'm going to use that established brand. Trying to think of other bands that went with the new lead singer and had success. Alice in Chains. They kind of had no choice.
Yeah.
Um, Iron Maiden, I think, had two different lead singers, but I think they found commercial success with their second one. ACDC. ACDC had two lead singers. They found success with their second one. I'm trying to think who else has gone through different singers. Can't specifically think of anybody else right now. It just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's all I'm trying to say. But I want to listen to that new CD next month. Give it a good listen all the way through, and then make a decision on if I'm Team Lincoln Park 2.0 or not. So far, they're 1-1. So how's everybody's week been? Any interesting things? Oh, hey, Melody. Yeah, I saw your message. It's just forgive me, but I don't know who you are. So, but I believe you. And thanks for the subscribe. Or not really. Not subscription. Thanks for joining us. My week has been a little rough. Well, yeah, that's to be expected. I apologize, man. Hey, I appreciate that. It was a long process, and I'm actually in the process of trying to do it again if I can get the price low enough. Because there's a major retailer that is potentially interested in picking my knives up if I can get the right price point and the right profit margin for them. So we're currently working through that. Um, I'm sure Bob can hear me. Lena had surgery today. She had some uterine polyps removed. So
Yep.
we're hoping. Well, not. I mean, we are hoping, but from the way that the doctor made it sound, we should be able to do the transfer in November. So I know Dad's excited about that. We are too. Don't get me wrong, but I know Dad's really excited. He's been bugging me for years, which I get why. I get why. But
I told Mom, I said it'll, between, waiting a couple weeks and then having to do the progesterone injections. I said, wouldn't it be I said it'll probably end up being like beginning of November. And I said, wouldn't it be some shit if it was on your birthday?
or Mom's birthday.
Or yeah, on your mom's birthday. Like, which they're both on Mondays
Uh-huh.
this year, so I don't know.
That would be really funny and kind of expected if the official date of pregnancy was 18th. So
Yeah.
that would be, it would make sense. I'm like, well, okay, child, you've been blessed.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Melody, if you scroll up, I posted a URL for a Google Doc. We are currently doing a giveaway for 2 prototype knives of the knife that Bob has. So eh, open to anybody that wants to sign up. Sign up. I just need a name and an email, and we'll probably end up running it on Sunday. Um, see what I said? Um, so anybody and their brother, they can enter into this giveaway. It's for a free knife. I don't have the prototype here in front of me. Obviously, you've seen Bob's knife. Um, this is the lefty version, which is what Bob has. So the prototypes were right-handed versions, and they don't have all of the things that we changed for the production. But it's also a free knife. So do the thing. Sign up.
Yep.
Sign up. Tell your friends. Because across Instagram, Facebook, our group, we only have 40 people that have signed up for a free knife, which blows my mind. We have over 1,000 people in our Facebook group. I have 600 and some odd people following me on Instagram.
How many people do you have on YouTube?
641 people on Instagram. I don't know how many people we have.
We don't have that many.
We don't have that many. I think we're a couple hundred, maybe. Not even.
I don't even think it's that.
I think we're less than 200. But I mean, still, it's a free knife. Like, what? You're telling me that I don't have to share and repost and tag 5 people for something free? Sign up. Type in your name. Give me an email address. That's it. Super easy. I don't get it. And I didn't even post it.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I thought I was going to, and I forgot. If I don't win, probably gonna have to start an OnlyFans. That's funny. Give me 1 second. I will repost it. Ciao. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, it's super awesome. That my dad and uncle are on the live. Makes me very happy. I just got a message. I just reposted it, so it's in the live, and I can post it to you. There we go. Easy peasy.
Real pastry. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I use my 2x72 as much as humanly possible. Obviously, I know
Hey Tyson.
you have a 1x30. What's up, Tyson? Long time no see, sir.
Oh. It has not been that long.
What I would like to get or set up that I would like to have in the future is I would like to have like 4 or 5. I want to say angle grinders. It's not angle grinder.
Belt grinder?
No, I mean yes, but no. What I have my buffer set up on? Yeah,
The spinny.
the spinny doodad.
Yeah.
The
spinny grinder. I can't remember.
Bench grinder.
I was like,
Bench
rotor.
grinder. Bench grinder. I would love to have like 5 bench grinders set up, and then get flap wheels in different grits, where I can be like burm, 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 buff, throw it in the fair. Or well, I have gator pits now, which I have yet to try. I have not done anything in the knife shop in a while, and it's driving me nuts. Couple reasons. Life happens. Other thing is I got diagnosed with atopic dermatitis. My hands have been killing me. So doing anything with them has been a chore. Which my hands are doing better. They want to put me, well, I said they, the man, uh, my newest dermatologist wants to put me on
Dupixent.
Dupixent. Dupixel. Dominosaurus. And it's what it is it's this injectable medicine that is supposed to help with dermatitis, asthma, and allergies. So we're kind of going back and forth, weighing the pros and cons. I'm sure there is other things that I can do besides that, but I got to have a conversation with my dermatologist to figure out the route that we want to go, that I need to go. So, but I miss it, man. I haven't been able to use any of either of my new forges. I haven't been able to work on the Damascus billets that I already have. I haven't been able to mess with the new hammers and hardy tools and smithing stuff that I got, and it's driving me nuts. Well, that on top of the fact that my shop is a tornadic mess that needs to be cleaned and organized. We're going to be getting cold here pretty soon. I got to put my bike back in the garage. So, and that can't happen right now. At some point, I'll be able to get back on track. You going to grab yourself another one? You grab me another one, please? Yeah, man. I've been able to find flap wheels that will fit on a bench grinder from, I want to say the highest grit that I've been able to find was 220 or 400, one of the two. But I figured depending on the process of what you're doing, you have several grits set up ready to roll. Just do everything in sequence, and then I still don't have to hand sand, and I don't have to swap out belts. So flap wheels, much like sandpaper, as the grits start wearing down, it gets technically higher in grit. So we'll see. It makes sense in my head, but that doesn't mean anything. So is your back feeling any better, Dad? I haven't seen P&W tonight. Or Brian. Brian's supposed to be in
Yeah, he's on Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge. I don't know why he's so needy. I'll shoot him a text when we get done on here.
Got a nice bruise on my arm. Like, yeah, really, there it is. From the IV that they stuck in my arm. It looks great. Kind of sore.
Well, I mean, yeah.
At least it's like in my arm this time, not my hand. That was not fun.
I'm glad you specify that. 'Cause I was going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, what and where? Hee hee hee. Yeah, I don't know if PNW is just having like a super busy night or better. Being a little bit better is better than it being worse. And you said you didn't know when your next appointment was, correct? For the blood tests. Old fashioned time.
Listen, I've been trying to find a place here that will do a brandy old fashioned like I had in Wisconsin, and apparently it's just not a thing here.
I mean, you can get one. You just have to request it.
Yeah, but the issue is that a lot of places don't really have brandy unless they have like an extensive liquor
I don't
list.
have one yet. Okay.
But it was really good.
Well, yeah. That old fashioned that I had in Eagleville was pretty decent.
Mm. He said, "Good luck, Alina." Yeah, I know. I figured that out. I mean, old fashions are good anyway, but like,
What this is gonna sound completely ignorant, but you gotta remember that was my first time back up in Wisconsin in like 12
yeah,
years. And I ordered one in Colorado. It was a shot of brandy with the cherry in it. That's funny. What is a good brand, like good brandy brand for us to like look out for? Because I'm not well versed with brandy.
Paul Masson. That's about it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Which you can put in a really good margarita. Brewmaster Series Hofbrau. Jesus. Let's see here.
Hmm.
Hey, what's up?
Cammy and all day.
Which I always want to say,
You always know.
Aldai.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Cammy?
But that's bourbon. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I posted it before anybody else jumped in. Adlay, if you want a free proto knife, go here. Fill it out. Do the thing. I can text it to you if you want me to. If you're not in here anymore. All right. So back to what I was doing. Central Standard, Door County Distillery Cherry Brandy, which is Drink Wisconsinly that you had us try. Corbel. I didn't know. Talking about Corbel is in the same company that does the champagne.
But really, any decent brandy.
But that's what I'm asking. Like, what's considered a decent brandy other than Paul Masson?
When I had that brandy old fashioned at the fish fry place, didn't you say it was like not well, but not like top shelf? It was like in the middle.
But he didn't tell us the brand or anything. So yes. Blackberry brandy, that would probably be good in old fashioned. So there's a bunch of brandies out of Wisconsin to be expected.
Well, yeah, of course.
Awesome. It does the same thing with Facebook that it does on YouTube, to where it will show like only one person's watching, so I never really know. The count's never accurate; it bounces back and forth. But yeah, free knife shipped to you, man. Free proto knife shipped to you,
Mhm.
signed and everything. Not saying that that signature is going to be worth anything. It may make the value a little bit less, but it'll be signed. There is hundreds of brandies.
So I guess it's not cheap brandy.
Oh, I was gonna get bottom shelf. I was gonna find a bottle that was a white label that just said brandy. Like, well, that's good enough, I guess. Or even better yet, brandy spelt with an I. White label brandy with an I. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Pure kerosene,
Hey, Joey.
dyed brown. What's up, Joey? Brown food coloring.
Yeah, no, I would not recommend
No, sounds awful.
that. Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize this, so apparently, where we're going to be at in Virginia, we're going to be really close to Maryland. Kennemore's are flying in through Baltimore.
Okay.
Not necessarily that I want to go over to Maryland. I've never been to Maryland.
I haven't been over to that side of the U.S., like that area, and up.
Farthest I've been is DC.
I've never even been to D.C. Never been to Virginia.
So we want to click it. We were living here.
Mm-hmm.
We did this, and then probably this, and then this, and then went here. So I've been to Virginia. I've been through Virginia. I've been through West Virginia. Obviously, we've been to North Carolina. I've been to South Carolina.
I've never been to South Carolina.
But so we're kind of doing a similar thing ish. We'll go through West Virginia.
Cool.
What do you mean we won't? It's taking us through Knoxville and then up.
Yeah, that's not West Virginia. The pink right there is West Virginia. This is
Oh,
West Virginia.
so I saw the line right here. So my bad. I have never been to West Virginia. We went through Virginia.
Yeah.
So Tennessee to Virginia and then up. Once I get this. Oh. Don't threaten me with a good time, sir.
E&J is supposed to be good.
Ark and Jark. If I'm gonna do brandy, I'm gonna do Paul Masson. I don't know that I've ever tried E&J. But even Paul Masson, unless you do like VSOP or one of the more expensive versions of Paul Masson, still not that great.
Yeah.
It's just very sweet liquor. So it's good like if you're using it in a drink. But as far as like just I'm gonna take a shot. Like too sweet. But that's where you get into like bottom shelf whiskey compared to Weller. Like there's different profiles that will pop up for different people and different levels of sweetness. Angels Envy, I used to really not like, and it's actually a really good whiskey. But taste change over time. Like, the first time I tried Angels Envy, I was like, wasn't really a big whiskey and bourbon drinker back then, so I didn't know what I didn't know. But yeah, there's all kinds of crazy recipes out there. Never know what you're going to find or like. So you try it. What are your predictions for tomorrow night, Dad? I think it's tomorrow night. I haven't looked to see what time it is. I'm assuming it's tomorrow night because they're in Canada for the pay per view.
Oh, wrestling.
Well, yeah. Like anytime that they're in the U.S. or Canada, it's typically like a normal evening start time. Whenever they go overseas, that times get all messed up. Oh, 5:30. No, it's in Atlanta. I forgot about that. ATL. So
4:30 our time.
4:30. I was gonna like 6 or 7. That's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that it was like in Canada. Yeah, it's in Atlanta. I think that I think that Punk's gonna win. I think Roman Cody versus the Bloodline is gonna end in DQ. I think Liv's gonna retain. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
And there's a match I'm missing. Um, uh, Damian Priest is gonna win. Those are my predictions for the show tomorrow. We'll see. The reason why I say I think that the Roman Reigns match is going to end in DQs because I think that Orton and Owens or either or is going to jump Cody, or they're going to have some rando person from the Anowayo or Anawai family show up. Something's going to happen. Anyways, hope you're doing well, Joe. If you haven't signed up for the free knife, you should do that. I haven't seen Nameless in a while, so his name's not on there.
Yeah, I know I was gonna say nameless. I saw a TikTok video with a dude who had a frog in his hand. And he was showing the frog how to fix the car. He was like, "This is this part, and
Was
this."
it Nameless?
I just I was like, "Is this? This got to be nameless."
Gotta be. Roman's going to turn on Cody. Yeah, I think Tiffany's going to cash in. I don't think Rhea's going to win. I think Raquel is going to show up and help out Liv because she's set to come back. Not too bad, Joe. Alina had surgery that went well today, so looks like we're going to be able to do the egg transfer possibly next month, which is awesome. So I don't think Roman is going to turn on Cody. I think Orton or Owens or both is going to turn on Cody. Punk gonna beat that ass. And then I don't know what he'll pursue after that. Maybe Seth, because Seth is back. But I'd like to see him go after Gunther, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Want Sammy to go up against Gunther. Everybody wants Sammy to go up against Gunther. But I didn't know what you were doing with your hand.
I keep on hitting that.
Bobby, put your hands down.
Monday.
Oh, really?
Enter the giveaway, I think. I'm not super sure.
Literally, all you got to do is follow the link, type in your name and email address. So
Joe's on there.
you are in there, Joe. So is Adley. I think I keep on calling him all day.
I think so too, because I called him that earlier, and I was like, "That's not right."
It's all day.
Adley.
Yay! Free knife. Super easy. You just type in your name. We don't even have to have your email address. As long as I know who you are and I can get in contact with you.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yes, you are. The knives are about to get. Dude,
Adley.
we love you and we're sorry.
It's Chris's fault that I mispronounced your name. So I was like, I knew that wasn't right, but
I'll just start calling you the Hebrew Hammer. Done. Wasn't that great of a move, but he said it's awful. I like that. We have a couple of them. We have just a few left.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Adley, maybe one of these years I can get up to Quad State. I keep on saying that, and it's just like life happens every single damn year. Shipped out a couple giveaway packages. I've been lazy.
I feel that, Joe.
I still got to get a knife up to you so you can put some sick handles on it.
Yeah.
I've been out of the shop for a while.
I'm trying to touch my Hebrew.
Hey! I bought a hammer from you. It wasn't a Hebrew hammer, but still bought one. You would like it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like every single time I'm like, this is the year that we can go up to Quad State. Some jank. I don't know what that means, but I like it.
Where's that at?
Troy,
Oh,
the same spot.
the blacksmithing thing.
Yeah.
Quad State was fun if you were a duck.
Okay.
Did it rain a lot?
Was it raining? Yeah, because they usually have like outdoor.
Oh yeah.
Um.
He said you didn't miss much.
Oh well, I mean, I still miss seeing people. One of the guys that's in my knife making guild was up at Quad State. What is his name? Gary. Gary Graham. Gary Graham was up there. He's in my knife making guild. Tons of rain. Yeah, well. Gary Graham said that he got some sort of fancy anvil that I've never heard of before. Um, yes, in absolutely. I'm gonna pull up his page so I can say what type of specific anvil he got. Yeah, I know way too many Gary Grahams. Well, they're not even friends. What the hell?
Go back up to your search.
Did I misspell it?
I don't think that's the right name.
I thought his last name was Graham.
Gary. Is that it? David?
No. That was Gary Graham. Oh no. Let's just do that. That's
Oh, yeah.
Jero's. Paramore.
Okay, there you go. Gary Graham, but it says add friend.
Oh, that's friends. I don't know. He doesn't live in Elkmont. That was Gary Graham. Maybe you got the last name messed up. That's the number in my phone. Gary something. All right, let's go down the searches.
Hey, Kathleen.
Hello. How are you?
Joe said I've got a little collection of some vintage fixed blades from some of the original guild members and founders.
Sweet. Um, what is it? Yeah, Gary Graham. Graham Knifework. So he said it was a C. Robin anvil at Quad State, which I don't know what that means, but I like it and I need one. Like I don't even know what's going on here. Like, is it an adjustable anvil?
Yeah, he said you can adjust it for height. That's what the little knock is.
I need one so. But unfortunately, anvils right now are a little bit outside my range.
I got a beautiful white Indian stag candle sent to Fonte.
Sweet. I don't know what Centofonte is, but that sounds awesome.
I'm not even saying. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it.
It potentially was not spelled correctly. So Kathleen. I think Kathleen's been on our page before.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back.
Yeah, she popped in.
We appreciate it. Because we are novices. Oh, hell yeah. I wanted one for a long time. You must have bought it before I saw it. Old knife maker, ended up doing design for major companies. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm hoping to come up to that level. We'll see. Yeah, Gary's a really good dude. He's very, very intelligent. I mean, most of the guys that I'm in the guild with are very intelligent when it comes to knife making. When I was trying to do my super kumai, which failed magnificently, I was messaging him and asking questions and everything else, and he was like, "Dude, just do it." And I made a mistake on the whole process, but I learned from it, and I didn't burn down anybody's shop. So yeah. It's a cool looking anvil, like, especially if it was designed to adjust your height, which is that's what it said it was, but to where you don't have like excess vibration. Like I'd be not excess vibration because you want vibration, but um, where you wouldn't lose the vibration, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it still look cool. I'm hoping just to make it to level one maker. Same, same. That's one thing that like I've been going back and forth this week on, and it's gonna sound really funny, but with finding out the things that I found out about myself over the last year and a half, um, I feel like I have imposter syndrome going on because like I constantly look at myself as and that and this is gonna sound really bad, and I don't want anybody to think that like I'm doubting my skills or looking down on myself because that's not the situation. It's just like I always look at okay, well, this is the level that like a knife maker's at when they actually get called a knife maker, and I'm like, well, I'm not there yet. And then it's like, well, this level, and I'm like, well, I'm not there yet. So it's like I'm constantly looking around and going, am I a real knife maker? Do I have imposter syndrome going on? Like, I don't know. So I get it, man. I get what you're saying. I washed the shop funk off. I got some new filters for my mask and can smell the end of my beard. Yeah, my Carta stinks.
Yep.
Um, some of my Cartas stink worse than others. Yeah, you gotta stay protected when you're working with all those carcinogenic materials because a lot of the things that we work with are carcinogenic, um, or they'll just really mess up your lungs like carbon fiber. So, good on you for wearing a respirator. But yeah, I come in um, if I'm working with my Carta or epoxy. Alina can smell it like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've just gotten used to the scent. So I'm like, "Eh." She's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah. It stinks.
go take a shower," and I'm like, "Oh, it's not that bad. There's been worse." Um, grinding a used Farrier rasp smells awful. Um, elk horn does not smell great. I've heard antler smells terrible, but I've yet to play with it. Um, yeah, that used Farrier's rasp. That was rough. That was rough. Yeah, dude, I get it. I get it, Joe. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. I mean, it's as a maker, every single artist craftsman I've ever met has imposter syndrome at one point or another. Well, cool. At least I'm amongst friends. Um, yeah, we're always told like never compare yourself to somebody else, and you shouldn't. You're artistic. You're going to do things in your own way, which is what makes you you. Obviously, just like if you're drawing or something like that, fundamentals are very important, but you're going to put your own spin on it. No matter what knife I'm working on, most of the time people can tell that I made it. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
We miss you. Um, but it's always that way. So it's hard sometimes not to compare. Especially with like not gonna say that knife making and knife smithing and blacksmithing are superior, but kind of. But it's really hard to look amongst your colleagues and be like, "Oh," at least for me. So, if you want a chunk of this Sitka antler, sure, throw it in my box that you're sending me. Apparently, Mammoth smells like burning dentist office. Oh yeah, I've heard Mammoth smells terrible, horrible. Um, Brian, Brian number two. Sorry that we couldn't meet up with you guys.
Yep.
Alina had surgery today, and I had to work all day yesterday. So, sorry, we missed you. We would have if we could have, but we couldn't. So, sorry. Have a good night, Dad. Love you. Weird to say on a live, but
Just start telling everybody that you love them.
have a good night. Love you. What's up, Lance?
Hey, Lance.
Hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, it's. Notice I never put a time limit on when I'm setting said box. Oh, I do the same thing. Absolutely do the same thing. Speaking of, I just remembered today that there was a Hank that I was supposed to send with a box like a month ago. Totally forgot. So we gotta get that out of the mail. It's gotta go to North Carolina. So. Whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's really hard. There's a have a good night, Adley. There's a lot of really talented people. Not just in knife making, not just in blacksmithing, um, across social medias. There's a lot of really, really talented people making some awesome stuff, awesome art. Um, and it's daunting. It's not really terrifying. It's intimidating to see some of these people that like just put out some killer stuff. And I have no doubt that there's some people that look at the stuff that I make and like feel at least a little bit similar. I hope. I know I have a really big fan over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overwhelming. Uh but damn it. Uh, go ahead.
Brian asked me a question, and I've been
Go
trying
ahead.
to
Go
answer
ahead.
it.
I didn't know anybody asked you a question. I didn't
Right
see it.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't see it. I was talking.
Anyway, doing good, Brian. Starting to be a little sore. Took some Tylenol earlier, so
I mean, if you need to go sit on the couch, like I'll understand. Everybody else will.
yeah, I know.
I don't want you to feel like, oh, I have to bear it. I've done it by myself before. It's fine. I want you to be comfortable.
I know.
Yeah. Case in point, there was this kid that one of the guys in our knife making guild that we always have it at his shop, which I guarantee, just because of my luck, I bet you the guild meeting is next Saturday.
Probably.
Bet you money. Um. Anyways, this kid took his first class, and they made a authentic style Bowie knife with stacked leather handle. It looked like it came out of a machine. Josh was like, "Oh yeah, this was his first knife," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the kid was like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm gonna retire. I don't need to make anything else. This industry is in good hands." Like it looked like it came out of a machine. Like it was almost perfect, and I was like, "I can't do that. I've been making knives for a while. What the ass?" But I told him, I was like, "Dude, don't stop. Keep on going because you're gonna do awesome." I won't understand. You don't know.
That's true, Brian.
I need to have constant.
Sometimes.
No, not. I need to have. All right. Chair wasn't wanting to spin all the way, so I couldn't make it as creepy as I wanted to. We also went to Spirit Halloween
Mhm.
earlier. I got awesome gizmo pin set, like
Yep.
lapel pin.
I got a
pen, pin,
Freddy kitchen towel set.
which is pretty dope.
Mhm. Nice.
Tell Greg to talk to his boss because I haven't heard anything from him.
I'm gonna go.
Alright, I love you. Do you need the heating pad or anything?
No, I think
You want an ice pack? You want a martini? And we got vermouth. I can put some black olives in it for you. I'm working on a V2 of the Sign Mini Plus. I'm working on a V2. I have a proto profiled, which I think I kept the blade a little bit long. I think I need to make the blade a little bit smaller, but a full size version of the Sign Mini Plus. So it would just be the Sign Plus. But same thing, curved handle, uh, speed holes, all that fun stuff. Greg's already played with the production model. No, he. I did, no, he didn't. He didn't play with the production model because I didn't have the production model at Blade. I had the proto at Blade. I got the production samples like a couple weeks after Blade or a month or something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of really incredible artists that are out there, and it's daunting for sure. Yeah, I had the proto at Blade. I forgot about that. I was hoping to have the production samples before Blade, but I didn't. I didn't. He said his detent was too strong. Has he played with a Chavez? Because Chavez has some strong detent. And I know you bent yours a little bit, but from what I didn't get to watch the full video because I was listening to it while I was at work. Um, did you just bend the lock bar in a little bit? Is that all you did? I think he was holding the lock bar as well. I gotcha. Well, I mean, especially if he was trying to open it with his right hand, thumb's gonna land right on that lock bar. Well, guys on Facebook, thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys so much. Check out blackstardesigns.bigcartel.com. Still have knives available. We got bundles, the new patch. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week. Deuces. All right, I'm back. My phone was about to die. Yeah, it's hard to multitask when you're doing when how you multitask is being used for other things. So but that was cool having having my dad on the Facebook Live part of things. Hey, Nameless, there's a proto giveaway going on. You should totally add your name and email to it. We were just talking about you earlier. So we're like, we haven't seen Nameless in a while. Hope he didn't get ate by a frog. Which obviously you did not. But go there, do the thing, win a free knife. You're welcome. All terrible things. No, you shouldn't, Nameless. Well, there's two of them. So, Brian, by the way, shirts came in a couple of days ago. So, shirts should get printed next week, hopefully. Super soft. I got you a gray 5X. So, I've been fighting a frog this whole time. Prepare to lose. Oh, shit. Brian, I didn't even think earlier about Black Sabbath going from Ozzy to Dio. No, you're good, man. I actually didn't realize this, and so, and I'm not saying this to make you or anybody else feel bad. I did it to myself. Um, but the shirts are actually going to be a little bit more expensive than what my boss originally quoted me. And that's because whenever we get larger sizes, it's a higher charge for the shop for those higher sizes. And I didn't think about it, and I didn't put two and two together, and I was like, oh, they're going to be this price. Let's do all the shirts. Yeah, nameless CDC. That's fine, man. Um, and so shirts are going to cost me a little bit more than what I anticipated, but not a big deal. I said people were going to get some shirts. I actually accidentally ordered an extra shirt for myself, and I was like, "Oops," but that's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. All good. Yeah, that's always a fun issue. It's just it's not something I thought about. Like I set up our stuff all the time. For like schools, we'll set up what's called a store. So we go through order my gear um, .com, and then we'll literally set up a store from them with whatever logo they pick and how many shirts they want, their prices and our prices and all that stuff. And every single time that we put in sizes, we add extra money for the larger sizes. And I just went, oh, mom being times. And as soon as he said something, I was like, shit, you're right. Damn it, Bobby. That's funny. But yeah, whole point I was trying to make earlier is that I hope that obviously as a maker, um, you want to stay humble, but I hope at some point I can look at myself as a real knife maker, and I hope Brian, you have the same situation happen for you because really fucking weird. Pinocchio going, I want to be a real boy. Like, well, at what point does that happen? What's the threshold? Absolutely, Brian. You have a great tagline, by the way. Forget what mine was whenever we were going live every week on Facebook. Stay sharp. Stay sharp was my tagline. I hope so. The imposter syndrome is messing with my head hard. It's so funny because the guy that taught me how to make knives, we were having a conversation Tuesday. He called me and we were talking. He's got a couple of the Apex arcs at his local gun shop where he lives at. He was like, "Yeah, I was talking to him about your knives and all that stuff," and I said how I trained you, and I was like, "Yeah, the kid that I taught how to make knives," and he stopped. He goes, "I don't know why I fucking say that. We're the same age," and I was like, "Fair." Walmart, get your shit and get out. Welcome to Black Star. Go to the website, get your shit, get the fuck on. That's funny. Excited about the shirts. I really am. I hope everybody likes them. I feel like I need a tagline. Oh, never mind. Brian is always with you. There you go. Brian is love. Brian is life. You might catch a cease and desist, but it would be worth it. I like, how the shirts are going to come out. I really do. I'm excited about them. Now, funny story, Brian. So the front of the shirts, what's going to be right here is the TriStar logo, and then Black Star Designs made in Tennessee. So next to the TriStar logo is the state of Tennessee. And Zach actually made that logo originally for me. And then what I had to do is I had to recreate it with the program that we use. So I think it turned out pretty good. Welcome to Black Mart. That's funny. That's the whole reason why I'm called Black Star and not Negro Estrella. Because I can't get away with it. Yeah, Estrella Negro or Negro Estrella. I guess it would be Estrella Negro, but I I can't get away with that. We talked about it originally, and I was like, nope. 9, which is somehow even worse. I was listening to some Rammstein earlier, so yeah, we've talked about that before, Mister Kerr. We're too Scottish for that. Irish, Scottish, Kentuckian. There's a lot going on. Yeah, and knives. That might be if I can ever like make a company happen to where I have some employees. We may do like a budget line of Black Star and call it End, which would be kind of cool. That would be our Gerber brand. Yeah, I get it. Supposedly, and it makes sense. The early family went from England to Donegal, Ireland, which is a port town. Donegal is known for being a Scottish Irish hub. I've always been told we have Scotch Irish in us. I haven't been able to trace it. I don't know who's Scottish and what clan they hail from, but supposedly it's there. I don't know. Would love to go over there and talk with a bunch of people and do some research on genealogy in Ireland. And then if it led to Scotland, I'll hop over the pond. Not a big deal. But I would love to make that trip. Maybe next year. I don't know. Also, I can trace it right to your beard. That's funny. Have a good night, Brian. We love you guys. We miss you. Sorry we couldn't at least meet halfway for some lunch or dinner or something. Next time. And you don't even have to give me more of a heads up. The heads up you gave me was fine. It's just life, man. Melina surgery, blah, 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 blah. We're going to make it happen. We're going to meet. Whether we have to come to North Carolina once it's fixed or not. Dude, Brian Kerr, go to Blade. You'll be able to meet him. I hope that we can see him and Jalissa before Blade, but if it turns out it's Blade next year, it's Blade next year. But Brian is an awesome guy. Brian number one is also awesome. Thanks for the warning. Someday we will meet and you will like it. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Obviously, I've got all this stuff for like blacksmithing now, and I have I'll be prepared with cheesecake. Supposedly, we didn't get our. Um, I've got a really cool project that I just have to figure out some logistics on. Um, there's a guy who is part of the police honor guard in Huntsville. And so what he wants me to do is he wants me to take some M1 Grand shell casings that are brass, obviously. And because the M1 Grand is what they use for like police funerals. And that's what the honor guard is all about. So he wants me to take these shells and melt them down and um, cast some like little mini brass blades for starting off. It's going to be for his captain that's getting ready to retire. And he's like, I know they're soft, they're brass, they're not really going to be functional, but like it would be really cool if like we could somehow incorporate them into our uniform. And I was like, first off, I love brass. Second off, I've been wanting to cast for a while, and now I have some of the tools to do so. And he was like, right now it's just one, but I mean, if it turns out really well and we like it and blah blah, like it could turn into like 10 or more. And he's like, well, what kind of prices do you usually give on your knives? And I told him, and he was like, oh, dude, that's super inexpensive. I said, well, first off, I got to run some numbers and like do this for the first time, figure out what I'm looking at as far as like time and process and all that stuff. I said, but besides that, like you guys are doing awesome works for people. Um, yeah, I'm not going to charge you that much. Not as much as what I usually do, which is less than what I used to. But we were talking back and forth, and like I think the what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my own take on like a, a military Bowie style knife, and then where your pins would normally be for your handles, I'm going to drill them out, not fully counterbore, to where I could actually take the head, the not the head, but the back end of an M1 Grand, shave it down, and then glue them in as their pins. And it may be flush, it may be out just a little bit, but like, how fucking cool is that? Like, thanks to a buddy, my name was given, and I get to honor these guys that honor their fallen brothers. Like, holy shit, such an honor. Got to work out the logistics, but like, super excited for this project. And if it turns into more stuff, it turns into more stuff. If it doesn't, I'm just happy to be involved. I'm just happy to be here. Honestly, for the fact of what they do, I'm probably not gonna charge very much for them. I'm probably gonna break even, maybe make a little bit, but like, I don't feel right charging them because of what they do. And the honor guard does a lot more than just like do service detail, like, or funeral detail. Like, they guard the body. They take care of the families of fallen members. Like, you guys are your brother's keeper. Like, I can't make a lot of money off of that and sleep well. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I hope that I can do them justice, and I'm gonna talk to uh, my buddy that does the knife guild, because he's decent at leatherworking. And what I think would be the best with that knife is to be displayed front of the uniform on the belt, so scout carry, but closer to like appendix, and have that shiny brass showing with the uniform next to the belt buckle. I think that would look awesome, but we'll see. I'm going to charge as little as humanly possible. I'm very excited. Obviously, I don't want to lose money in the process, but we can make this work and it comes out looking good and everybody's happy with it and I'm proud of it. Just happy to be here. Happy to be involved. I might be able to get some patches out of it. That'd be cool. And plus, you never know. Like, Aline and I both are firm believers in karma. So, like, I take care of the honor guard. Maybe the police department needs me to design them a self defense tool. You never know. Crazier things have happened. So, not looking for any of that to happen, but you never know. It's good to do good. So, makes you all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Obviously, I know the police is a little different than military, but I've got, which a couple of them have fallen, but I've got a couple of my dad's patches up on the wall. I just attached Velcro to the back of it and put them up there. That kind of brotherhood, that kind of structure, no matter how the 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 CEO operates, that doesn't matter. That's just noise. And then, of course, you also have political BS in there, just like the military. But like a brotherhood like that, taking care of each other, going through what they go through, like, I'm honored. So, and yes, for those of you that didn't already know this, I do back the blue. So if it gets me canceled, it gets me canceled. Once upon a time, I was almost a police officer. So would have made a hell of a detective, but life takes you on the path that you're supposed to go. So now I'm here talking to you degenerates with long hair and a long beard. So life is crazy sometimes. While also being a degenerate myself. So hmm. I identify as a teacher. Same, Brian. Same. Now, with that being said, I don't always agree with the methodology, but at the end of the day, it's still a man trying to do what he thinks is right while not pissing off his boss. So hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll look like a gentleman next weekend. Uh, but he's a joke. I'm gonna wear a tie and have a vest and a blazer, and be all nice and shit. It's gonna be awful. Not looking forward to it. The wedding will be fun. Dressing up is terrible. I don't like it. I look good. I just don't like it. It's not comfortable. Ties are the worst. I feel like I'm being strangled. Blinged out cane. I mean, I could make a blinged out cane, but no, I'm not getting a pimp cane. Tie vest, button up, slacks, unsure on the shoes, and suit coat, aka a blazer. So I will look very pimpin', but I'm gonna be uncomfortable AF the entire time. Fair enough, Brian. Fair enough. Yeah, I got a blazer. Um, when I graduated, or right before I graduated from college. Um, I don't know if it still fits or not. I've gained some weight since then, so we shall see. But without pain, without a cane, you mean? You ain't never seen me dressed up, sir. But I'm sure that that blazer will not fit me anymore. But I think I might have some of my grandpa's old blazers, so I'm gonna look at those. He was bigger than I am, so maybe that'll work. If not, we're gonna we're gonna go shopping tomorrow. So, which will be super not fun, but it's okay. And it's not for the fact that like I don't like to go shopping for clothes. I don't have an issue with it. Um, but there is a fundamental difference between when a man goes shopping for clothes and when a woman goes shopping for clothes. That's the frustrating part. So I'm like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Hey, this will work. Hey, this is the price. Bing, bang, done. We're gone. It doesn't work that way with women. Full Metal Jacket to wear. That would be cool, but I also don't have that kind of time. Because the only way to do it properly is to do a chainmail jacket. And I don't have that kind of time, nor do I have that kind of patience. And I'm not paying somebody else to do it. But it would be cool. It'd be cool for sure. That makes sense. Has anybody checked out the show? Well, it was for free on Amazon. Now you have to have the MGM Plus app to watch it. But it's from the makers of Lost. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Pretty fun. We're on. We're a couple episodes into the second season. And it's gotten wild for sure. You can definitely tell that it's from the creators of Lost. Similar feels. But I'll be right back. You gonna mess with me? Not gonna let me pick you up? All right, cool. Oh, I am back. Yeah, so good. Who's still with me? Who's still out? 44. Right. No. Think we lost somebody? Probably nameless. Probably got ate by a frog. Would do a "Oh brother, where art thou" reference, but meh. Did you guys see uh, the badassness that BEDC came up with? Man, it turned him into a horny toad. Nice. So I gotta show you this greatness that Brian came up with. Bruh. Bruh. So good. Like he was like, just send me your logo. So I sent him the star with BSD. He added in the knife and all this other stuff and the starburst. So good. So good. I was like, well, first off, I'm stealing that picture. I was like, dude, that's awesome. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's really good. Need to be stickers. Well, I mean, we can make stickers happen. Some knives are getting 2 stickers now. It's the last time that I reordered stickers to throw in with the Apex Arc. I got some stickers reprinted. So this is essentially what's going to be on the front of the shirts. Circle's a little bit smaller, but this is going to be the breast print right here, but bigger. And I used a little bit of a different font, but not much different. So which I gotta add one of the make EDC grade game stickers to my Pelican case with all my old stickers on it. Yeah, we've had some good sticker designs for sure. Honestly, I don't think that I really used a different font. No, it's the same font for Black Star Designs. Made in TN is a little bit of a different font, but that's fine. And like I said, I made the circle a little bit smaller, made the state a little bit bigger, but it's essentially the same design. It's pretty freaking close. Pretty close for something that I designed from memory. I don't know if I necessarily designed it from memory. I think I had the original picture saved somewhere on my phone. And I just looked at it and I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty close. And then I looked at it and thought about it going on a shirt and I was like, that circle needs to be a little bit smaller. This is fine as a sticker, but I wanted the state to be a little bit more prevalent. So, and the writing to be bigger. So there you go. So we went from one design to another, from a sticker to a shirt. Are you fucking kidding me? Netflix is the worst. I hate that anytime we start to like a show, Netflix is like, no, you're done. Marco. Just keep sanding, just keep sanding. So hey, did you use that Damascus to make the Kopesh? Not yet. What you said you're working with the Damascus. What are you making out of the Damascus that you're having to hand sand? And I'm assuming you also heated it up and made it thinner, so you probably got more damage out of it. I'm assuming. I don't know. Just asking questions. Oh well, that hunting scanner that I drew out from that scrap. Oh, nice. Okay. I haven't worked with your Damascus yet. I gotcha. I didn't know the situation, man. That's why I was asking. Man, I would love to listen to that conversation. So you've got a picture of Maddie, Stevie, and Sharif all hanging out in the lobby of the hotel. It's got to be some wild conversations. Working on the mechanics of the hammering out of the Kopesh without too much stock removal. Noise. Well, yeah. I mean, I've got tons of 5160 to do some fun stuff with. I think the next thing that I need to I've got so many different things that I want to do and want to try, but I think one of the things on the docket coming pretty soon is going to be a hatchet. I think. Seeing you were live again. We go live most Fridays. Hey, Justin, glad you're here, man. If you haven't signed up for the free knife giveaway, you should do so. I shall post it again and again until everybody does it. Tried the link thing, no work. This link that I just posted, it should work. Yeah, it works. You should click on it. It works, I promise you. You're welcome, man. I want everybody to get in that wants to be in for free. I figured, sir. He's doing all right. It's a slower recovery than what we both anticipated. He's got an 8-inch incision. Um, he had an original dual disc fusion, and then what they did is they fused the two discs above that and added in just took out the old brackets and then did brackets across the 4 vertebrae. So Almost done with one side. Yeah, he was really, really sore. Sorry. Uh, at that script. LOL. Yeah, he's just really sore. That's all. And he's older, so he was expecting to bounce back pretty quick, and I kind of was too. And it's not happening that way. So he's doing the best he can. He's doing all right. He's a little bit better. Welcome back. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Not very well, but I'm multitasking. Uh, I don't know what happened, but apparently PNW is in the ER. I'm still waiting to hear back from him. So hopefully everything is okay. I thought it was odd that PNW wasn't hanging out with us. And yeah, we'll see. That was my response. I was like, Jesus, are you okay, man? Obviously ER is no bueno, but I don't know the situation. So we'll see what he says. If I have to, I'm gonna call his ass. Be like, dude, you okay? Which I might try calling him while I'm on the live. Tell him, be like, hey, I'm live still, but see if he picks up. He did not pick up. So hopefully he's doing all right. I haven't noticed, which you guys know I'm not big on Instagram, but I haven't noticed any posts or anything. So I really hope he's doing all right. I mean, ER is no joke. Um, I don't see anything on Instagram. Nothing on Facebook. So that's weird. Yeah, I hope he's doing as good as can be in the ER. I hate to hear that anybody in our clan is not doing well or in the ER. Because I know from personal experience, it really sucks when you end up in that position when you're not expecting it. It was several years ago, uh, the last time that I ended up in the ER. Um, and I was pissed off about this situation. So apparently, I have really sensitive blood pressure. So everybody was looking at me at work, and they're like, "You look really pale." And I was like, I don't feel well. I don't know what's going on." So Lena picked me up and drove me to the hospital. In the town that we were living in, there's a clinic right next to the hospital. I was like, "Ah, we'll just go in the clinic." I walked in the clinic, they took my copay, all that stuff, and they took me back and they checked my blood pressure, and they're like, "We can't help you." And I was like, "So do I get a refund for my copay?" And they're like, And they're like, go to the ER. And I was like, across the parking lot. I gotta go to the ER. Yeah. For another copay. And I was like, which anybody knows ER copays are always more expensive. So we get into Alina's car, drive me over to the ER, which was literally like a minute drive, not even a minute drive. I get out of the car, I go to the ER, and they're like, can I help you? And I was like, well, I'm not feeling very well, and I'm kind of pissed off. And at the point that I said that, I kind of stumbled a little bit, and she goes, sit down. And they pulled out like this shitty ER wheelchair, which it's only got wheels on the back, so like they have to tilt you back, and like it's very, very rudimentary. Um, she's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Well, went over to the clinic, said I had really high blood pressure. I don't know why. I'm here. They took my money. Said fuck you." They're like, "Okay, we're gonna get you back." And so they took us back, and the ER in the town that we used to live in, super like straightforward. Like they get you into a room, they start checking you, like get IVs going, all that stuff, and then the person has like this walking wheelie desk sort of thing rolled in. It's like, okay, let me get your information, your insurance. This is your copay. And I was like, those bastards over at the clinic took my copay and said, eat sand. And he's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to discount your normal ER copay by that copay. And I was like, sweet, thank you. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. That was nice. My blood pressure was so high because I had a sinus infection that I couldn't feel. And it made my blood pressure go stroke level. So, we. But I was so pissed off. So like, took my money. Fuck you. Go to the ER. You have doctors here. Why do I need to go to the ER? Didn't make any sense to me. But you live and you learn. Hope that was loud in your earbuds. Also, not gonna lie, on a completely unrelated subject, it's kind of terrifying. Sorry, Brian. It's kind of terrifying, um, and makes it a lot more real that like the transfer is like right around the corner. Fucking crazy. Kind of shit in my pants a little bit. Not gonna lie. Which apparently is a good thing. So which I keep on being told that that's a really good thing to feel. Holy shit. You can barely take care of myself, let alone taking care of a little one that depends on you. That's what I keep on hearing, and like I'm glad that I've been going to therapy because like no matter how you think about it, like there's something to be said about working through trauma and all that stuff, and like I don't necessarily know if I believe in generational trauma, but it makes sense to a certain point. Certain things that you go through can affect you on a molecular level. So, but for the fact that I'm trying to figure out my shit, which I feel like I've got it figured out, but therapists will never tell me that money. But like I feel like I'm in a lot better place now than what I was a year and a half ago. But to get all that stuff squared away, at least to a certain point, and then to be able to look at things with a different perspective, like I have hope, but I playing with our niece last weekend. She's 4 months old, and she is a wild kid. She's gonna be a wild kid, but she's absolutely adorable, and it's not even my kid. I'm not even related to him, but that's my niece, and to have her do some of the things that she did, and like, play with her, and just see her laugh, that face melting, heart melting, like baby laugh. I was just like, if I feel, which obviously I know with it being my own kid, like the feelings that I have for her, no blood relation, like 3/4 of that, if I feel that way about my kid, like obviously I know it's gonna be more than that, but it's just like nobody better look cross-eyed at our baby, 'cause I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. Now, on the other end of that, our niece, when she fucking screams, it'll make you go deaf, but not necessarily a bad thing. But she's such a sweetheart. She's gonna be wild, but that's why you have a fun uncle. Her dad's got guns covered. I got knives covered. Well, her dad also has knives covered. Like if she wants to, when she gets to a certain age, if she wants to come on as an apprentice, I have no issues whatsoever. Teach you everything I know, and hopefully you can teach me something. Her dad already asked me if I would take under one of his nephews, like as an apprentice, and try and teach him some stuff. And I was like, yeah, give him my number. Tell him to get in touch with me. I have no issues with that. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to teach you, but like we'll have some fun. We'll make some stuff. Hopefully, nothing ever goes to plan, but hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, I have my niece that we're not blood related. My son, gonna be about a year apart. Older woman. Maybe the families unite. Who knows? That'd be cool. But I'm not gonna meddle or push anything. Jesus. Apparently there's a mini Lowe's bucket. It's 0.42 quarts. And it's $1. That's pretty awesome. I didn't get the mini toolbox last year. I keep on looking at for them every single time I go into Lowe's, and I can never find them. I would have gotten a mini toolbox in a heartbeat, but it's fine. Well, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Hopefully, everybody has a great weekend. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna make sure that Alina is taken care of and hang out with her for a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna probably go to bed because I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. So, love you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on Sunday. We might be a little bit late on Sunday, but regardless, we'll see you on Sunday. So, have a good night. Adeuces. Stay sharp.